Hi, I'm Mike McCormick from GBTA's broadcast studio here in Toronto, and I'm here with Jordan Kobert, head of product from Urbandoor. So welcome.
Thank you.
And thanks for doing center stage earlier today.
Oh, that was fun. We appreciate being part of it.
So people talk a lot about alternative accommodations. Is that a phrase you use or like to use, or is this?
We do use it. I mean, I think what's the shift that's happened is that travelers, when you get into longer term stays, right? If I'm going someplace for a few days, a hotel is great. Once you start getting into a week or more, people are looking for alternatives. Airbnb has opened that up, right? And what they've proven is that there just is a demand for something different. So, you know, the term alternative accommodations is an interesting one because it can have a positive and a negative effect. But yeah, we do see ourselves as a platform for serviced apartments. We see ourselves as an alternative to hotels, not replacing hotels by any means, but by just giving people an alternative for longer stays, which the customer has shown that they're looking for.
Right. And so, in dealing with companies, what issues do they face, or are you trying to overcome in terms of use of your product?
Yeah, I mean, the two biggest ones that come up time and time again are bringing what is currently an unmanaged program into a managed program.
Right.
And the second one is duty of care.
Right.
So those are really, you know, from a managed standpoint, having a platform that can handle all sorts of different types of length of stays, but still give all of the administration tools and reporting and take something that's happening today off policy. Bring that internal. That's a big part of what we do. And then the other one is duty of care, right? So there is, you know, and duty of care falls into two categories around, you know, lodging and then actual traveler tracking.
Right.
We address both of them. And so those are the ones that, I mean, time and time again, if I had two things to talk about, and that's going to be
those
it.
ones. Yep.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the experience for a traveler. What can they expect when they, you know, book an accommodation through you that would be familiar, or maybe that's different from the hotel experience?
Yeah, so what we're really trying to do is bring the best of the hotel experience to serviced apartments.
Right.
So if you think about the traveler stay from a before, during, and after concept, before it's going to feel very similar to a hotel booking experience.
Right.
It's going to be a digital booking. You're going to be able to book your apartment, automated messages around arrival and information. What we're doing is standardizing the process around arrival and that during process, because you're going into a serviced apartment, there isn't someone at the front desk all the time, right? So the during the stay, some of it's going to feel familiar. You're going to get emails about your arrival. You're going to get information about picking up a key. But you're going to arrive at a property that doesn't have a front lobby the same way that a hotel does.
Right.
And we're managing that through the communication process to make it feel comfortable. Once you're there, you're in an apartment. You're in a fully furnished apartment that's designed for business, so professionally appointed. Fully stocked kitchen. You've got a living room. You've got space to stretch out. That's going to feel different than a lot of stays, but it should feel comfortable. It should feel like something that's more home-like. And then afterwards, again, on the departure side, we're trying to streamline that process as well.
Yep. So, you know, when you look at you mentioned duty of care as being such a big issue. Any things in particular you'd want to tell our audience about, you know, what you're seeing or what, you know, challenges you're able to overcome on the duty of care front?
Yeah,
that certainly is a hot topic.
It is. It comes up. It comes up again and again. So I mean, we think about it in two ways, right? So from a lodging standpoint of duty of care, right? What is the place where my traveler is staying? Every property on our site has to meet our standards, right? And so we have standards around what the actual physical property can be, what's in the apartment, what amenities are available, what security procedures are available. So we have 100% duty of care compliance on that side. On top of that, the providers, right? So the people that are providing the service in those apartments, they're professionally managed providers, right? So these aren't individuals. So we feel like we're covering the lodging part, you know, 100%. When you get into traveler tracking, again, across providers in any program, whether the employees are booking themselves or you're booking on behalf of someone, all of that is wrapped up into easy tracking and easy data that we can export in a variety of different ways. We integrate with ISOS, so from a traveler tracking standpoint, you can have employees around the world with different providers and different properties. You know where everyone is at any given time. So those are really the two biggest ways that we feel like we're solving a real problem that's out there with alternative accommodations, and that's how we're doing it.
And maybe we'll come up with a better name for the category too.
Right? We would love to work with you on that. Yeah.
Well, and you know, as these things do, maybe we'll move from alternative to, well, it'll become mainstream in its own way, right?
It's kind of how it works, right? I mean, in the beginning, a lot of the things around whether, you know, Uber was an alternative to taxis, right? And now it's become a de facto way to travel when you're in a city. So we are trying to look at the service department industry, and we think it should be a much bigger choice for travelers.
That's great. Thank you, Jordan. GBTA Broadcast Studio with Urbandoor. Thank you.